Hello, mamas. It's Tara here. I'm just jumping live. I know I didn't announce it, but I'm going on live here over the next few days. And I just wanted to actually talk to you today. I've seen a few questions. Let me just get organized here. I've seen a few questions around, what to eat after having a baby. And this doesn't just pertain to new mums. This can be for mums who are down the track and feeling exhausted as well. So just wanted to touch on that because, yeah, many mums that I speak to, despite eating a mostly whole foods diet, they still feel unsure about what their bodies need after having a baby. And I get it because I was the same. And I'm so glad that there are the mums asking these questions rather than just continuing on and going about their day as per normal after having a baby and just eating the same thing. So now, the one problem is that everyone has a different opinion or an answer. So I get that. And I'm just going to share my take on it. So I know I've just jumped on here. I haven't seen if there's anyone coming on here yet. You can certainly watch the replay, and please hashtag replay in the comments if you've watched this. So what's my take on eating, after having a baby? Well, let's go back to about 17 years ago when I was pregnant with my fourth baby. And I started to learn about traditional cultural practices and what they would feed their new mums. And I came across, many of the cultures, sorry, my nose is itchy, would make soupy, like soups, like clear soups or bone broths and chicken soups and things like that. And so I started to experiment with that. We had our own chickens, but we had a friend who had a chicken farm, and we were getting organic, homegrown chickens ready for eating from them. And so I was making up my chicken broths and chicken soups, and so that is something that you can actually store in the freezer ready for when you're having a baby or when you just need meals, even if you're 6 weeks 6 months even, you need to just grab out your bone broths, and you can even use that as a base. So anyway, going back to the story. So, and to be honest, I didn't get too much further into it. I just basically made my broths with lots of fresh ginger in them. But then, oftentimes I would just snack and I didn't have anything else prepared. And when my broths ran out, I just kind of like snacked on things. And I really didn't, even though I was eating whole foods, I really wasn't giving my body what it needed, which was quality proteins and fats. And so, and I was busy. I was busy with 3 other children. I had 2 that I was homeschooling and a teenager as well. And so I think that a lot of mums find themselves in this situation where they're just busy and hungry and they haven't got the time or, the help to have these meals prepared. So just checking my notes here too so I can just keep track. I just want to let you know, mums, that preparing for postpartum is really essential for your nutrient repletion after birth. Now, even if you are further down the track and you're finding yourself without energy or lacking, or you've just some digestive issues are happening, it's not too late. Okay, it's not too late to replenish your nutrients and to bring your digestive system and everything back on track. So the protein, I'm going to talk about protein particularly today. Protein is helping your body recover and it assists with your breast milk production as well, and it really sustains you. And if you find that you're having sugar cravings, it's oftentimes because protein, and that goes for children as well. You're needing protein. But you want to have your protein to be easy to digest, right? Our digestive enzymes lower once we basically go into labor. There's a lot that goes on, and I will definitely continue this conversation in other lives. But you want to keep your meals soupy and stewy, like long, slow cooked sort of meals, and high protein with good quality organic meats. And please don't go for lean meats, because you want to have the good fats. And don't worry about, if you feel like you've got excess baby weight on or anything like that, the fats will actually be beneficial to you and won't actually be what that causes the weight. So and now, if you're vegetarian or vegan, which I had been for many years, in fact I was vegan with my 5th baby, and during pregnancy and postpartum, it can be a little tricky, because when you look at most cultures, I think pretty much all of them, there might be one, like you're very strict Hindu, but most cultural practices, even if they have been vegetarian, they will give the mums broths and meat for at least the first sort of 3 to 6 weeks after having birth, after giving birth. So it can be tricky, and I totally get it if you don't, the thought of meat turns you off. But it just means that you're just going to have to take extra care and really be onto what you're eating. Now, the tricky thing is you want to avoid soy, so it doesn't sort of impact your hormones. I believe that tempeh is okay to have once in a while, but you'd probably want to have the tempeh a little further down the track, because if you react to legumes, your baby will most likely as well. And same with just eating normal legumes. If you're eating lentils or beans and it gives you gas, it will most likely cause colic in the baby. Not a definite, but just be very aware of that. So having those proteins via those methods, through those foods, can be tricky for vegetarian and vegan if they're going to cause colic, because as we know, colic pain is not nice in little buggers. So your body also, you don't want to have supplements really, because look, I don't want to say you can and you can't, but from my understanding and learnings, is that the supplements are not all created equal. A lot of them are synthetic, and therefore they're harder to digest. So you want to go to whole foods, and if you can bring yourself to eat the meats or have them in broths, bone broths, then you're going to really be able to support your body a whole lot more. So I love supporting mums to have energy, health, and growth mindset, so that you can enjoy being the mum that you want to be. And by starting with our nutritious, easy to digest whole foods and having nutrient repletion happening, it's going to help bring all that into place. You might need other things as well. Maybe there's been birth trauma or other things that you need to heal, but issues, you've got maybe reflux happening, you're feeling exhausted. I want you to know that it's not too late to bring your body back to healing, to reclaim that postpartum experience, that of nourishment that you may have missed out on, and the support and everything like that. So I'll leave you with that, mamas. If you have any questions, please pop them into the video below. And as I said, let me know that you've watched the replay. I'd love to hear your feedback. I would love to know what questions you've got. As I said, I'm doing more live videos. And, if you've got a particular topic that you want me to talk about, please let me know. This is where we are here to share to come together and to just basically help mums thrive in all areas of life, but just so that you can really enjoy your motherhood with that energy and vibrancy that you so deserve. Okay, I will sign off for now, and have a beautiful weekend wherever you are. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Okay, take care, Mama. Many blessings.